Airbnb is dead. Or is it? Cities all over North America, like Vancouver, have been doubling down on rules and regulations. I made a video last year on how to operate an Airbnb in Vancouver as an owner and what hurdles you need to get over, as I was a host for the entire year of 2024. Since then, thousands of short-term rentals have disappeared in Vancouver. But here's the thing, the ones who survived are making more money than ever. In Vancouver, it's harder than ever to legally operate as an Airbnb owner. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. In fact, I've been keeping track of the buildings in Vancouver that are Airbnb friendly and what makes them work. Before we get into the countdown, here's how I scored each building. 1 is a healthy contingency fund. This is a good indicator that the building is being well managed by the Strata Council and can handle upcoming projects. 2, upcoming major work that could potentially cost owners money in the near future. 3, insurance deductibles. If insurance deductibles are over a certain number, then it can cost you more in home insurance, which is a red flag. 4 is location. Closer to downtown and closer to SkyTrain stops are better for Airbnbs because people can get to and from the airports and wherever they need to go. And number 5 is strata bylaws. While buildings do allow for Airbnb, sometimes Strata Council will watch you like a hawk and make sure that you're staying to the T and following all of the rules and bylaws, which can be a pain. Now let's count down my top 3 buildings in Vancouver that are Airbnb friendly, starting with number 3. At number 3 is 1166 Melville Street. This building scored well because of its central location close to Cole Harbour and SkyTrain access. Its contingency fund is also well funded, which is a good indication that the building is being well managed. Where it loses points is its upcoming work. They do have a decent amount of work coming up in the next 2 to 5 years, and that's something that you should factor in before buying in this building. Still, because of its location and management, this building remains a strong option for those who are okay to stick through a couple potential levies in the future. Number 2 is actually a 3-way tie between 718 Main Street, 933 East Hastings, and 33 West Pender. These buildings scored similarly across the board, but with their location being outside of the downtown core and on the east side, it puts them at a slight disadvantage versus my number 1 overall pick. The good news is that their contingency funds are healthy, insurance deductibles are low, and the Strata Councils seem to be a bit more lenient when it comes to Airbnb bylaws and whatnot, which can be a huge plus when you're operating one. If you're comfortable being a little further out from high demand areas like the downtown core and Yaletown, then these ones can be a good option. Also, with them being located in East Van for the most part, the purchase price can be lower, which can make the math work a bit better if you're running an Airbnb. And now for number 1, it's 1238 Burrard Street. This building checks almost all of the boxes. It's downtown, steps from transit, and it's very well maintained. The contingency fund is healthy, and there are no major upcoming projects. Insurance deductibles are at an acceptable level, and most importantly, this strata's bylaws are known to be a bit better than most of them, although I wouldn't say it's perfect. This is the kind of building where if you can get in and follow the rules, then you're likely to do very well, as demand in this area is high for Airbnb, and with all the new rules and restrictions, your competition has been thinned out by a ton. So no, Airbnb isn't dead, but it's surely changed a ton. What used to be a free-for-all is now a niche strategy. You can't just go and buy any condo and expect to run it as a short-term rental. You need to be in the right building, with the right bylaws, in the right location, with a strata management company that isn't going to make your life miserable. If you can do that, then you're likely to make way more money than you would have before because there's way less competition. If you're serious about finding one of these Airbnb opportunities and want someone who could sift through strata documents and financials like I just did before, then comment Airbnb below or reach out to me directly. I'm a realtor here in Vancouver, and I'll help you sift through and find which units and which buildings make the most sense for your goals. There's still plenty of opportunities for Airbnb owners here in Vancouver, and those that are doing their homework and following the rules properly, those are the ones that are making the most money right now.